Hello, everyone. Thank you once again for today's special events that we are organizing. You probably know that I do these special events with special guests to talk about a special thing. So everything is special. And today I have, as usual, one of my special event guests, and we will talk about creating financial model for SaaS company, TedGPT, a hands-on training. So I will be on the roller coaster with my guest to talk about our new products that is we have launched, and we are creating massive marketing and all other things to tailor our methodology, and we need to fit this methodology with our financial guide. So you know him already, and if you don't know him, I will ask him to introduce himself. But before I do that, I just wanted to thank you again. And if you wanted to ask me any question, feel free to ask me through the comment box. We will try to answer all of your questions. And I'm Dr. Shah Siddiqui from Time Research and Innovation, Zinci Marketing Agency, and Neurodivergent Business Consortium. You know that I have many expertise, and I intend to engage and contribute knowledge through the social media platform. So I don't want to spend any longer. We will have our special guest, Michael, with me today. Hello, Michael. Thank you very much for joining this webinar.
Thank you, Shaq, for inviting me to that special webinar. And for having that conversation. Like you said, it's gonna be magical.
Yes.
But maybe the good thing would be, because we're going to build a financial model for your SaaS business, right?
Yes.
Using the tool that I've been working on for some time now. But let me introduce myself first, because for those people who doesn't know me, my name is Michael Stan, and I'm the founder of Uniflow. Uniflow is really have the mission to help individuals and entrepreneurs in taking the control of their finances. And so I have over 10 years of experience in the financial industry, from being financial advisor to an accountant. And then I moved to building the software, because I thought that this way I can actually reach way many people and help way many people to actually do finances in a very easy way. So that's the goal. But I've already mentioned a little bit about myself. Today we are going to actually use my tool or Uniflow tool to build a financial model for Shaq business. And so, Shaq, can you tell us a little bit about what is the business?
Michael, before I jump to our conversation, I just wanted to ask you if you could tell a little bit more about Uniflow, because I know you have a brilliant software, and I think people, they don't understand your business well. They will understand it better. So that's why I just pulled your website. So if you could tell a little bit more about Uniflow, what problem you're solving, and why it is important that people start using your software, and how can they use it?
So like I mentioned already, we've built the software for individuals and entrepreneurs to take control of their finances. What do I mean by that? I mean, a lot of people doesn't really understand or are afraid of managing their finances. They're afraid of seeing their bank balances. So what I'm trying to do with Uniflow is to, first of all, give you the peace of mind with your finances by seeing the future. So by using our software, you will be able, within 15 to 20 minutes, whether you are an entrepreneur and using business software, or you are individual and using personal management software, within 15 to 20 minutes, you will be able to build financial plan for yourself without having any financial skills. And one of the big things about the software is that we are building it in the distributed way, the centralized way, which means we do not store, or we tend to not store, any financial or personal data on our databases. That means that we are secured from any cyber attacks, so we will never lose your data. Uh, but yeah, the main goal at the moment is to really help people take control of their finances and see the future, so they are able to, see the prediction and be calm about what's coming in the next few months or few years. Um, and because of that, a lot of people, in my opinion, will be able to actually prevent themselves from going to debt, but also will be able to find out how they can get out of that, if I'm talking about the personal stuff. On the business side, every single entrepreneur will be able to, or is able at the moment, to build their own financial model by themselves without the help of financial advisors, without paying, thousands of pounds for financial advice. They will be able to do it within 15, 20 minutes. And if they want to export it and show it to the investors because they're raising funding, or they're trying to apply for grants, they will be able to do it with this software too.
Thank you, Michael. That was really, really interesting. And I will be on the roller coaster, I know.
You will, yeah.
That's okay. I accept challenge, and I solve many challenges every day. So we're going to be starting very soon. Before I jump to the conclusion and give a tool of the platform that we're going to be discussing, I just wanted to ask you a few questions first. First, um, as a SaaS company, why do you think financial modeling is crucial, and why you need to do it?
As regardless of any stage, really, whether you are early stage, like super early on, like an idea, you're just a guy with an idea of the business, I think the first thing, before anything else, before building business plan, before building product, before talking to customers, well, sort of, you should have built very simple financial model. And let me tell you why is that. Once you start building financial model, you need to start thinking about a lot of aspects of your business, starting from how many customers you are able to reach on a monthly basis. Okay, how many people you are able to reach on a monthly basis. And so that number will give you an idea of, okay, am I actually able to reach those people? Then how many of those people will actually buy from you? How much you will charge, those people for your service or for your product that you are selling. Based on those numbers, you will see your revenues, you will see your profits. And then just because of that, just because of those three simple steps, you will be able to see, okay, do I like those profits in the next year, let's say? Am I okay with it? Am I okay putting my time and energy into building something that will bring me at the end of the year £1,000? Let's say. Maybe it's going to be 10,000, right? But am I okay with that? And so if you're going to start building that financial model as a first step, it will allow you to save time, because maybe you will realize, okay, maybe I'll build something else. I will be able to reach more people. I will be able to charge more money. Or you will realize, okay, let's start talking to people. Let's start building the product, because I'm happy with the numbers of people I am able to reach. I am happy that they're gonna pay that amount of money, and I am happy with my revenues at the end of the year. So I think before anything else, people should start thinking about building that kind of financial model, because all of that stuff that I just mentioned, but you also start thinking, okay, how am I going to start charging people? A lot of entrepreneurs that I'm talking to, even when they started already building some prototypes, or they already have prototypes, they don't know what's the revenue streams. They don't know how they will make money. And that's a big problem, because if you run the business, you run it only when you have revenues and only when you have profits, because without revenues, it's just a hobby at the end of the day. So it's very important to start thinking about, okay, how am I gonna make money? How much am I gonna charge people? How many people am I able to reach?
Mm-hmm.
What are my expenses? What will be my expenses? Obviously, at the very early stage, they are just assumptions and they will change over time.
Yes.
But having that mindset from the very beginning, it will allow you to see the future much earlier, and it will allow you to save a lot of time and money.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for your nice explanation. So I think our viewers, they will get benefited from your contribution today. My next question for you to why the financial metrics and KPIs for the such company is crucial. Why financial models? You answer that, and why KPIs is important.
Well, KPIs allows you to track what you're doing, right? It allows you to see whether the plan that you build for yourself is actually executed, and allows you to make sure that you can either be more efficient or be okay with what you have, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why like tracking the financial metrics is extremely important, because you know whether you need to adjust certain metrics, certain costs, certain revenues. It tells you whether, maybe the business is not doing as good as you were thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's why tracking the financial metrics is is crucial, especially when you're running the business already, especially when you're having those customers, especially when you are able to bring some revenues, and you need to track, you need to iterate your product, you need to iterate your sales process, you need to iterate maybe your cost, that maybe you hire too many people, and that's why certain metrics are lower, or maybe you're spending too much on marketing, therefore certain metrics are lower or higher. Maybe you're not spending enough on marketing. There are always different things that comes to play over here. But tracking those different financial metrics is important.
Thank you, Michael. So we will go back to our conversation. So it's now. I'll be following your command. I'm just sharing my screen,
Cool.
and you can see.
So no, but before we go there, can you tell us a little bit about what you have?
Okay. So you can see TedGPT is our software, and this is a AI writing tools. So it has specifically many features, and these features will aid people with their work, and that's why we brought this application for the people to get benefited of specific models that we have built, and we have used ChatGPT 3.5 GPT turbo engines for that.
Okay, so like, because everyone knows probably ChatGPT itself, what problem ChatGPT has that you are trying to solve over here?
Okay. That's a very good question, because there is ChatGPT and there is us. Why we are bringing this application? I just wanted to sign in. So people, you are watching this live webinar today. You can have a free sign in. We don't charge anything. No card details is taken when you sign up, but you will get 20,000. You will get 20,000 free words. I know with ChatGPT you can write unlimited, but as I said, oh, sorry, what I did. As I said, we have specialized it for you to work better, and we also using ChatGPT turbo engines. But why we brought up this application? So if you go to ChatGPT and you are using ChatGPT or you are using Copilot or any other AI software, I'm just talking about ChatGPT. You cannot prioritize the categories. So if you use ChatGPT, you cannot prioritize categories. But with us, we have specifically templates, specific scenarios. So we have 69 individual scenarios for people to work on. Because when you start writing for specific purposes, like you're writing for blog, you're writing for email, you're writing for digital aid, video, e-commerce, social media, and a lot of other things. When you use ChatGPT, there isn't any model over there for you to guide it through. So we have solved this problem that first, with our application, we have use case scenarios, and we have 69 individual scenarios. You can see each scenarios describe a specific problems, solve a specific problem, and then with these 69 scenarios, you can favorite those scenarios for you to work again and again. And whenever you work on a special section, it will organize, like you can send him to trash, you can like it, dislike it, and write it is another special section that whatever you write, they will be saved here under your category. So we have 69 use cases, and you are writing in 5. So you know that all of those 5 categories will be saved here. And you can also sort out the subcategories that you have written. So everything you written will be organized in a way that ChatGPT don't have that facilities. So if you are working for hundreds of contents, if you use ChatGPT, you can use it free. But with us, we don't charge that much. It's just a minimal prices you have to pay, from £9 to £59. It depends on your work. And another special thing is that we can customize it for you. So probably you are a marketing agency, or you are a special you are a company that you need a special type of writings. What we can do, we can create a template here. We can create a template. We can create a template for you. Like, okay, we need this kind of templates to perform your tasks or to work very easily. We can create a template for you, and you don't need to do any hassle. So we are continue growing this, and I think we are solving these problems. There are other applications in the market, but as you know that we work and solve specific problems, and we do not want it to include a lot of things at the same time to make it very precise and manageable. I think if you register and use the free version, you will understand why we have brought this application for you. Michael, I think you got my answer.
Yeah, I think so. I think you like I had few other questions, but you ran through all of it. So yeah, thank you for it.
And you have also used ChatGPT. So what you have, when you used it, you have created a social media post for us as well. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So when you are using it, what did you feel?
Well, that's the thing with because previously I've been using ChatGPT, the normal one, right? But to make ChatGPT to sound like a human, it's a little bit tricky, and it takes a lot of time and iterations to actually tell it to change that prompt, update it a little bit, and it takes time, and it's annoying because you need to change the prompt. I've been using it for quite a long time, and and yeah, and I've been wasting a lot of time on just prompting it properly. And for some reason, with your software, Shah, it was much easier. It was just it just gave it to me, and it was there. And I had to change one thing, but it wasn't like I had to prompt it 10 times.
Yeah, because when we created the use case scenarios, we have embedded the use of tones you wanted to use, word counts you wanted to use, and a special instruction you wanted to provide, and a lot of other things. And each models they work individually. ChatGPT is a huge thing. So when you use ChatGPT, their original version, you cannot tailor those for you. So we have tailored all the 69 use cases, and more use cases are coming uh, to serve specific problems. And as I said, we specialized on that, and we can create special use cases for anyone they're looking for. So it's going to be more precise, it's going to be more targeted, and you need to work less. So thank you very much for your honest opinion. I will
Yeah,
share
of
my
course.
screen again, and now the floor is yours.
No, now the flow is yours because you're going to build your own financial model for yourself.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, just go to the website,
Mhm.
and you want to go on the business side, right? Because you're building the financial
Mhm.
model for your business.
Okay.
Sign up.
Okay.
You need to choose your country.
Choose your country, United Kingdom. I'm just okay. Continue.
Yeah. You need to choose what type of business you are. So you
Technology.
SaaS, and you are on reputable
All your
revenue,
revenue,
early
isn't it?
revenue, yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
And you're obviously a business owner.
Yes.
And so that's the note that tells you that first of all, we do not send you any email
Mhm.
because the whole ecosystem is decentralized. So we don't send you an email. We do not send you. We don't ask for any personal data. We don't get your personal email as well or
Mhm.
business email. You get that TBID number, which is temporary business identity number, which you can
Mhm.
use to log in to the app
Yes.
later on if you log out.
So we're gonna be. I need to save it, or it will be email it to me.
No, like I said, there is no. You didn't give us any email,
Okay. So
so
I need
we
to save
not
this number.
we never gonna send you any email. You need to save this number or screenshot this number, so you can use this temporary business identity to log into your application every single time.
Mhm. Okay, I save this number. So this is for Uniflow.
Yeah,
Yes, I save this number. Continue.
and now you are in.
Yes.
So on the left hand side, we can see what steps we will go through, and on
Hmm.
the right hand side, you could see what we will go.
Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
so have fun, Shah, and
Okay. So tell me, guide me through what I need to do now.
well, as it says, you need to tell two things before proceeding. So when do you expect to have the first sign up? Maybe you do have already signups.
Yes,
So
I
then
do.
you need to put how many number of signups in October you will have.
So I just have 10. So do I save it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then what's the growth of signups on a monthly basis?
So we send 2,000 connected 2,000 individuals through email, social media.
Mhm.
So we get 10.
Okay, so no. What's the growth that number of signups will grow on a monthly basis?
Okay. So we are targeting to have 1,000 customer in next 6 months.
Mhm. But in the next 6 months, okay, that's fine. But so let's say that this month you got to 2,000 people, right?
Yes.
And so next month you will grow that number a little bit, right? How
Yes.
much will you grow that number next month?
So we will add another 2,000.
So
So
you
we're
will
going to be
grow.
reaching. We're going to be increasing it 2,000 every month. So we have 2,000 this month. We have them, and then 2,000 next month, and then
Cool.
2,000 next month. So in 6 months, we will have as 12,000 people to reach.
So number of signups will be 2,000 then on
Mhm.
this particular scenario,
Mhm.
and then yearly growth will be 1%.
Okay.
So you need to change number of signups.
Okay. Shall I save it?
Yeah, you can save it. We can change it in a
Okay.
second. And that will populate you the number of signups that you will have on a monthly basis for the next 4 years. Okay, based on the monthly growth.
Mhm.
And based on the number of signups that you have this month.
Mhm.
So you
Yes.
had 10 signups this month. Next month you're going to have, every single month you're going to have 10 signups.
Mhm. Or maybe more than that.
Well, based on the numbers that you provided at the moment, that's going to be that. If you would like to increase that number, then your monthly growth will have to increase.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think what we could do over here, instead of putting the number of signups, we could put the number of potential people that you will actually reach. So instead of putting 10, put 2,000.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Try to do it again.
So 10.
2,000, 2,000, 2,000.
And
Save. The
number of signups in January.
No, okay. So put sometimes the software is tricky. It was working. So put the number of 10. I'm sorry for that.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think we need to create a new account.
Shall we?
Yes, please.
Okay. So I log out.
Yes, log out and create new account again, and I think everything should be fine. But
Okay.
yeah, the yellow button. How
Okay.
this is even
So
possible?
I'm doing it again. United Kingdom, SaaS company, hourly revenue, business owners, terms and conditions, continue.
Yeah.
Start now. So I have already multi-signups.
Okay. So this doesn't work.
So you're asking me for monthly signups here. So that's why probably it was a problematic.
Yeah, just put 2,000 over here. Yeah, save it. That's a bug that I just need to fix. And percentage will be 1%.
So
press
save.
You need to put 1%.
Okay.
And that just the editing function is, I think, breaking at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, so now you can see that on a monthly basis, you will reach 2,000 people, right? In November, you will reach 2020, December 2040. And if you think that the number will increase, you can change the yearly growth on the right-hand side.
This one.
Yeah. So if you think that in year one growth will be, 10% instead of 1%, then you're just updating that. And for each year, you can, manually update that and it will recalculate every single time it does.
Okay.
But yeah, I think for now you can complete this stage and go to the next step.
So close. What I need to do here?
I think the continue.
Continue to the cell selections.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What I need to do here?
So at the moment we are adding the revenue stream. So that's what I was saying before.
Mhm.
Like when you start building your financial model, you need to start thinking about all of those stuff. How many people will you reach?
Mhm.
How many revenue streams will you have?
Okay.
And so the software over here gives you a few different ideas, but at the top of that list, you can add your own plan if you want.
Okay.
So open that list, and at the top, open the list, the drop down.
Yes.
Yeah. And above subscription, you have type new revenue stream name.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can add whatever the revenue stream name you
So
think.
employee salary.
No, the revenue stream, Shah.
Revenue stream means
Revenues.
subscriptions.
Yeah, subscriptions.
So it's only subscriptions based. So subscriptions.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now the software is asking you, when do you expect the first subscription to occur?
Maybe anytime. Maybe this month
Okay.
in October.
So let's do that.
So shall we say, okay, 24th of October.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now we can see that the number of people you will reach in 2024 is 2,000, right? In 2025 is a little bit more than 2,000. In 2026 is 2,500. And again, you can update those numbers by just going back to number of signups where we were before.
Okay.
But so based on those numbers, now how many percentage of those users will use your product on a monthly basis?
So if we if it's a yearly basis, then we would say that we are reaching 12,000 individuals next 1 year, and we intend to have 10%.
Okay. So put 10%.
So 10% here.
Year by year.
And then 12,
Mhm.
and then 15, and then 20.
Okay, so what's the next step?
How many monthly users will pay you for subscriptions?
Yeah. So how many of those users, of those 10% of users will pay? You can put 100% if you think that all of them will pay.
No, 100% will not pay. Maybe 2%.
Okay.
It will increase to 5%, and then 8%, and then 10%.
Awesome. So now, what's the next one?
Amount charged for one. So it is 9 to 59 pounds. So shall I give an average?
No, so that's the thing with the tool. Let's just add the first revenue stream. You can add as many revenue streams as you want.
Okay.
So you can add that £9 for the first, and then in the future, if you will want, you can add more.
So £9 to start with. Then I think 29. Then 29, and the last year I think people will buy 59 ones. So our application going to be more settled, and we will have more people to get on board. Yes.
But so you're gonna charge £29 for the same plan that you are charging £9 now?
No.
Okay, so that's what. How much you're gonna charge for that plan?
So we have £9 plan. So the £9 one can go up to £15 next year.
Okay, so that's what you're putting. We're talking only about that one plan at the moment.
Okay, so £15. I think it can go to up to £20. So 20 and then 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the next one?
Next one, how often will they pay for the subscriptions? Once a month.
Okay. So once a month.
Mhm.
How much will you receive from each sale? I believe it's gonna be full amount because you're not sharing the revenues with anyone, right?
No, we have to pay subscriptions for the GPT one
Okay.
3.5
So
Turbo.
the percentage of each sale then. But that will be your cost. It's not going to be this one. So in this scenario, it's gonna be full amount, sure.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to the cost. And now you can put whether
Stripe.
yeah, because that's gonna be one, and then you will have some costs of okay. Yeah. So now at the top of that, you can also add the percentage from each customer if you want, because for each customer
I will pay each transaction.
Yeah. So
Yes.
from every single customer, some percentage will go as a cost to the
Yes.
model, right?
Yeah.
So you need to put how much of percent that's gonna cost you.
So probably 70%.
Okay, so that's gonna be your cost.
Yeah.
So now you need to scroll down, and there is a button confirm at the bottom. No, that's another bug.
That's another bug.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So how can let me make it smaller?
No. Yeah, I think you should be able to scroll on the list over there. But if you're not, I'm sorry for that.
Let me check now. I cannot see that. Let me, if I do it then, let me check. If I make it smaller.
No, I don't think. I think you would have to
Refresh it.
No, don't refresh it because everything will have to start from the beginning. Just update the subscription at the top green button.
Update the subscriptions. Yes. Update it.
Yeah. Okay, and it's updated. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So at the top of it, at the moment, you can see the margins of that particular plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can see gross margin in the first year. You can see the gross margin in the second, third, and the fourth. You can see the cost of one sale and all of the important metrics.
Yes.
So now let's complete that subscription plan.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see what are your total costs over the year, what are your total profits over the year,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously the beautiful graph of that.
Okay, that's quite fascinating.
Yeah. And so yeah, now we can, if you want to add another, you could add another. If you don't, that's completely fine.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. So this was the entire thing to understand how much I will earn.
yeah.
Do you have any other magic?
There is a lot of magic, yes, of course. Let's go through the operational expenses. Because now over here, you could see actually whether your business sort of makes sense and the revenue streams that you added make sense, right? So
Okay. Yes.
now we go into operational expenses, which are expenses that every business have to operate on a monthly basis.
Mm-hmm.
And so for simplicity, we giving you the list of all of the or most of the expenses that every business will have. Maybe we can add few, like
So we just add customer onboarding.
Okay.
So
You need to add new. Yeah, you have the add new.
okay. So shall I type name?
Yeah.
So I say
However,
employee.
however you're gonna call it the customer onboarding.
Okay, employee. Okay, select. And okay, starting from today, once a month. How much will you spend once a month each year? So I will spend 2000, spending 2000 per month, and then probably next year it will double up because we will increase the revenue. So an investment 4000, and the following year 8000, double it up, and 16,000.
Okay. I think it's one more zero missing, but that's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so now it shows you, yeah, that expense. You can add another expense if you want.
Okay. Marketing. So starting once a month. So we are spending £1,000 per month for marketing cost.
Okay.
We will double it down to the next year, so it's going to be £2,000.
Okay.
But if we double it up, we're going to be having more customer to reach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
£3,000 and probably £4,000.
Okay. Cool. So now at the top you can see the customer, how much it's gonna cost you to onboard customers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other costs?
No, I think these are the two main costs.
Okay. So then complete customer onboarding section.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have any other operational expenses, other wages maybe?
I don't want to get into that
Okay.
things. I just wanted to have two of these two things
Okay.
will cover.
Yeah. That is fine. So if you would have more, you can obviously add as many as you have, and to have the proper financial model, you would add all of the plan
Okay.
wages,
Like
all
office
of the
cost
plan
and
marketing
all the
costs.
things.
Yes. So then you have the proper picture of your business in the future. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
But so now let's complete that section.
Yeah.
And again, we are in the summary, and we can see, if you scroll down, you can see where you are in terms of the net income in the first year, net income in the second year, and net income in the third and fourth year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm still minus.
You're still minus because your sales is too small to cover your expenses at the moment.
Okay.
So at this stage, you can see, okay, so I have all of those operational expenses.
Mm-hmm.
Am I able to increase my sales or make more money from, charge? Maybe I need to charge more money. Maybe that £9 is not enough. Maybe I need to increase how many people I'm able to convert, because maybe that 1% is not enough.
Yes.
Correct. So now, even if you didn't build anything, if you didn't start doing anything, you can see already, okay, I need to adjust. You need to start thinking about your business in totally different way than anyone is thinking about the business at the moment when they starting the business. But so that's not the end. Let's go to the capital expenditure. I'm assuming that over here there will be no capital expenses, larger capital expenses. But
we
again,
already spent it like £6,000 to build it.
Okay, but in the future there will be none. So let's go to the cash flow, because the whole magic is happening in the cash flow. So you need to put how much money it's in the bank, so we can actually return you the correct. So let's say put 1,000 or 10,000, just the figurative amount at the moment. No one needs to know how much you have. And voila. Based on those 3 steps, 4 steps, we show you whether you're profitable on a yearly basis. We show you how much money will you need on the yearly basis. And you can see month by month what's your end balance. You can see how much funding you required. If you scroll down, you can see how much funding you required in the next 12 months. If you want to change it to 18 months, you can change it on the right-hand side. Yeah. You can change it to 18 months. You can see, you can calculate your simple valuation as well based on those numbers. And yeah, the whole magic really happens over here, because now you need to start adjusting those numbers. So you either happy with required funding, or you either happy with end balance that you see. Because at the end of the day, based on what you have put, your business in the next 4 years won't be profitable. Obviously, maybe you need to increase your
And
sales.
I just wanted to ask you one thing, because we put £9 as a start with, but I have three individual package.
Yeah, exactly.
£9, £29, and £59. So how do we add those packages to the list?
So it's as simple as going to the same section that you were putting the first package, which is sales, because that's where you putting sales.
So we need to increase this one.
No, you need to go to sales.
Sales.
Yes, and add another revenue stream, because right now you have subscription, only one subscription, right?
Okay, so we have a revenue stream of subscription too.
Yeah, so you can add it at the top, add the type, the revenue stream name, or you can just call it subscription too, or you can give the name of your plan that you want to, so it's easier for you to, to recognize.
So that was subscription. I would say subscription £29.
Okay. Yeah.
So if I add that,
so now you need to select it. Okay.
yes.
And now you're going through the same process, just adding the numbers for that subscription.
So we might say £29.
That's the number. How many users will use your product on a monthly basis?
Okay, when we reach 2K.
Yeah.
2% to start with, and then it will grow 5%, and then 10%, and then 15%.
Okay. And then how many of those users will pay you?
I would say 1%, and then 3%, and then 7%, and then 10.
Cool. And what's the subscription price?
So it was £29 to start with. Then it will go to maybe next year £35. And then it will go to maybe 38, and then 40.
Okay. And the next one?
Once a month.
Yeah. That's the full amount?
Full amount. Yes.
You're gonna have Stripe again?
Stripe.
Yeah.
And then percentage.
Yeah. You can do Stripe and percentage in the same time.
Okay.
But you need to put that percentage now because you put 0.
Percentage is similar, 70.
Yeah, and update it. Yeah. So again, you see all of that stuff at the top.
Yes. So if I complete this,
yeah,
that is the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I go to the financial ratio, this one,
Yeah.
it will now go a little bit down.
It will, yeah, it will update and show you different numbers.
Okay. So if I add £59 one, that will also.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And if you go to, I think if you go to, can you go to sales
Yes.
again? Or maybe with, no. Okay, so what will be implemented over here? You will have the buttons at the top that
Mm-hmm.
will allow you to see the view from the cash flow. So you don't have to go back every single time to cash flow
Mm-hmm.
section. So yeah.
Okay. So we're going to be having custom model bit. So if we build custom model for individual person, they're going to be more expensive than as usual all the models
Mhm.
that we have. So that might incur to earn some extra revenue, and I can add those up here, and then I can see my 5 years plan
Yeah,
how it will
yeah,
convert people. Okay,
exactly.
that's quite fascinating, Michael. I needed this. Thank you very much for going end to end with me.
Of
So
course.
we can jump back to our conversation. We're nearly finishing our time.
Sorry for the
Uh,
bugs, by
so
the way.
so thank you very much. So to all the guests today, you have joined today's webinar. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask us. We don't have that much time because we have done a end-to-end process for financial forecasting, and I think this model will contribute to a lot because I work with many of my individual innovation. And if I have these financial models to work with it, I can say, okay, how much do I need to earn and how much do I need to spend? Because last 5 years, Michael, I have spent a
Tons of
lot of
money, I
money.
can imagine. Yeah.
Yes. So most of my software, yes, we did cash flow and other things, but not like this way. It's just a normal thing that people usually do. How much you're earning and how much you're spending, because we spend a lot to develop all of those softwares. Now we're going to be doing some earnings. So this will innovate, and this will tailor our growth differently. Thank you. And yes, um, thank you. So if anyone want to access any question, feel free to access through the comment box. And I'm Dr. Shah Siddiqui from Time Research and Innovation, 𝐒𝐳𝐶 Marketing Agency, and New Revenue Business Consortium. And we have Michael Stan from Uniflow. And we have demonstrated today how you can do your cash flow. So, Michael, I just wanted to ask you another question. Uh, this demonstration that you've done, it is completely free, or you are charging anything for that?
No, so all of the stuff that we've done today is totally free for everyone to access.
Mhm.
We do not charge any fees for it.
Okay, that's quite good. Okay.
Like I said at the beginning, my goal is to really provide the financial education to everyone and to have everyone the perspective on their future, so they can be a little bit, don't stress as much about what's coming,
Yes.
as far as they are able to execute, obviously, on the plan, because you can have beautiful plan and then fail to execute on it. So, but again, the tool allows you to update it all the time. So even if you fail to execute it on 1 month, you can go back to your tool, and you should actually, on a monthly basis, and see where you're standing and update your plan. And that's
Mhm.
what every entrepreneur should do on a monthly basis, especially on the early stages. You should go and update your plan and see whether it's still working, whether how you need to proceed forward.
Do you want to add anything else to this plan in the future?
To this plan, I don't like. We definitely going to add some premium feature because we need to make some money.
Yes.
There will be a lot of features like valuation, but we are going to also implement some features that will even make it easier to build that plan, because some people doesn't know how much the servers will cost. Let's say how some people doesn't know how much will marketing cost them per onboarded user or per onboarded customer, or per sale. So I do want to implement that kind of stuff that will allow people to make it even faster, even quicker. Like, yeah. So there will be some developments coming on in the next, this month actually.
Okay, that's going to be fascinating, and I will share these tools with my team. And to all the viewers, you know that Michael doesn't take your phone number or email addresses. The data is fully anonymized because there isn't any business-specific data or person-specific data. So I work with Michael now, I think more than a year. More than a year working with him, supporting him in different individual things. I also get benefited from his idea and from his contribution. As you know, that as a neurodivergent person, I have limitation understanding numbers. I can understand very critical mathematics, physics, and science-based things, but when it comes to numbers, I cannot crack it down. And at that point, I need Michael's help. So, Michael, thank you very much for being a valued client as well as friends. And we talk every week. We do a program with Michael now and then and support our network. So if any of you are watching this live, feel free to contact Michael. He's a good soul, and he will not try to sell you something that will not work. And you know that this is completely free, and I appreciate his supports. And as well as if you wanted to try ChatGPT to start your writing, it's not the thing that you will start writing, it's the thing, the way you modeled, the way you wanted to grow, and the way you wanted to customize. Because ChatGPT is a huge tool. It can do millions of things. But from that millions things, you need to know how you tailor and cater your specific needs. And we can build that for you. We can build that model for you, and you will be benefited. Like if you wanted to, if you have hundreds of documents and you wanted to us to create a specific patterns or specific information from there, or a lot of other things, we can build you that models. If you are thinking, okay, I wanted to use ChatGPT for customer retention, we can do that for you. If you wanted to see, okay, I wanted to use AI for any other things that you think will tailor your growth, we can do that for you. So anything related to AI, we are here. This is our first application. We are building another application, a chatbot, uh, still using ChatGPT and your usual content from your website to tailor specific message to the audience, and as well as support your customer as a customer service a bot. We are building some other things as well, but they will come in the future. But today, with Michael and with his support, I understood a lot about money, and I will utilize it and refresh my memory, adding all the values, correct values, and then we'll discuss with him later because I need that. And I think that anyone you are watching this live will also tailor your growth if you use Uniflow business solution for your business. And thank you, Michael. I just wanted to ask you at the end any key takeaways that you wanted to share with our clients, with our viewers.
Just to make sure that they are okay and that they use the tool, and if they need any help, I'm easy to reach.
So thank you. So what I will do, I will also add the tools link to the post. So anyone they wanted to use it, you can just register and use it. It's very easier to go. It's Uniflow.
It's universalflow.io/financial modeling, but again, we can put it under the
and
we can put it
yes,
under
I'm just putting it.
the link.
Yes, I'm just copying that, and everyone, you can I'm just asking one of my colleagues to do that for me. Please do that for me. Yes, that is there. So thank you, Michael. Thank you, everyone, for joining today's audio events. Sorry, webinar. Yesterday I did an audio event, so that's why it's just on my mouth. Do have excuse for that. And please stay on the line, Michael. I will say bye-bye to the audience, and then we will plan for the next.
Cool.
So just give me 1 second. You are off. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining today's live webinar. It was a very, very interesting session. And I think if you are a software developer company, if you are building SaaS application or not, you can utilize Uniflow business features to understand your cash flow as well as understand money matters. Because if you do not understand money matters, you will suffer. I suffered in my early stage as I have gaps on money matters, but I'm trying to learn them more. And having an application that Uniflow brought for us is fabulous. So thank you, and I will welcome you tomorrow with another of my webinar. And you know that Friday I do webinar, and we're going to be talking about 7 steps for more sales. And until then, stay tuned, and bye-bye.